Welcome to the 161. We're here at the National... No, we're not at the National Basketball Centre. It feels like we've been there a lot of late.
It does.
We are at...
Manchester Basketball Centre.
Manchester Basketball Centre here in Whalley Range. For a real test tonight for the Manchester Magic as they take on unbeaten top of the league, Hemel Storm. Cash, you got to have a good look at them at the National Cup final a couple of weeks ago, and you said they're definitely a dangerous team, and the MVP that day is one to look out for.
Oh, absolutely. It was a phenomenal game against the Derby Trailblazers. Yeah, Taylor Johnson, what a performance he had in that cup final. 41 points and a well-deserved MVP. But, you know, he's just one of many on this team that are such a dangerous team. Their outside shooting is incredible. They've got so many players that can hit that three-point shot, and the Magic are really going to try and need to close that down today.
Well, for various reasons, there's a couple of players missing tonight. Ben Brown, I believe, is on under-18s duty up in Edinburgh this weekend. So making way, we see Saul May back in the lineup. And also the return of Elgin Govan. And Elgin, of course, spent his the last couple of years of his academy career here before going out to Italy to play for the last season, and I thought possibly 2 seasons. And we all know what Elgin can do, big three-point shooter, but what he's added to his game, I've watched some highlights of him playing over there. It's this really nice drive to the basket, this nice extended arm, sort of George Gervin style. So great to see Elgin Govan suited up in a Magic uniform once again. And we're about a minute away. Both teams in the final huddle. And the referees tonight, nobody's going to miss them in their fluorescent yellow tops. They're just down at the scorer's table, having one last brief. And the Hemel Storm, or at least Seth Swalve, is on his way to the floor. And he's followed by the Hemel starting 5, which is going to be number 1, Hakeem Silla, number 4, Sam Newman, number 8, Seth Swalve, 12, Taylor Johnson, and number 21, Aaron Ray. And joining them on the floor for the Magic, Pete Paraskiva is going to go with number 6, Kafel Ulit-Wall. Number 8, Greg Wild, he's back. Number 9, what's Andre Gale got up his sleeves today? Number 11, Time Regent Baskin. And number 15, the nuisance, the pest himself, Bailey Goodall, is here to terrorise the Hemel Storm. So we're about to throw it up here in M16. Magic currently sitting 4-12 in D1, and the Hemel Storm comfortably with a 15-0 record. We're about ready to do this, and the ball is up, and Hemel straight away. Taylor straight to the basket. Taylor Johnson puts an exclamation mark on it, and the Magic come right back down the floor. Kafel Ulit-Wall, let's see what magic he can produce tonight. Dre thought about the 3 but goes inside. Andre is blocked, but it's going to be a Magic ball from the baseline. Inbounded by Kafel Ulit-Wall. Greg Wild. Bailey Goodall gets his first touch of the ball, puts up a shot because he was right on the shot clock expiring, didn't go. Hemel come up with it. Ray passed it off to Silla and it's intercepted. Bailey Goodall with a nice outlet to Andre Gale, who's stripped by Taylor Johnson. Oh, nice passing here from Hemel. Doesn't go though. Greg Wild tidies up. Kafel Ulit-Wall was waiting down court. Kafel dishes off Andre. Greg Wild. Regent Baskin goes in, pulls up. Little shot doesn't go. Taylor Johnson with the rebound. Ball back with Hemel. Newman was looking for the screen. Johnson controlling it. Johnson drives inside, hangs in off the glass. Does it go? Yes. 4-0, Hemel. Fell all at wall. Carries the ball back up for the Magic. Oh, goes left, goes right, goes inside. Caffell slightly off balance. Greg Wild did well to stop the ball from going into the hands of Taylor Johnson there. He came up with it, hands it off. Time, open for three. Hits it. Time, Regent Bascom with the early three. Johnson. Three went up, doesn't go. Andre Gale comes up with the rebound.
I think last time we were here, Adam, we had quite an incredible three-point shooting performance, didn't we? From
it was the freak game, wasn't it?
It was.
Never seen so many threes from one team. I mean, wow. Stripped away by Hemel. Alley-oop. Sam Newman says, I'll take that from you. Greg Wild behind the back. Caffell for three. Goes. Magic 2 for 2. We could be in for another shootout, Kaz.
I mean, that's what keeps it exciting.
Well, the Magic loaded with three-point shooters, and when they're on the game, they're on. Ball with the hands of Sam Newman. Looked for the option, kicked it out to Seth Swalve, who puts it down.
And that's the problem you have against Hemel. They have so many threats from outside, but also just fantastic team getting it inside as well.
Oh, nice move from Greg Wild, penetrating the lane. Goes inside and drops the ball in. 9-8, Hemel. Here they go again. Good drive inside, off the glass. Ray made it count. So, the absence of Ty Brown, Caffell, all at wall. He's running that point position. Kicks it out to Andre Gale. Ray was all over him. Shot comes in. Uh-oh. Time says, hey, you want to see some threes? I've got something for you.
It's time.
Time. Back-to-back trays for Time. Newman. Johnson goes inside. Oh, nice dish off. I think Bailey Goodall got a piece of the shot. Time Regent Bascom got a piece of that one. From this angle, it looked clean. Time's looking back at the referee saying it was all ball, but he must have made some contact.
Yeah, and you see there as well, that's the effort from Bailey Goodall on the first shot up. The defensive pressure that he puts on just makes the shot really difficult. Yeah. Well, Bailey certainly got his work cut out tonight. Let's see who he can terrorise. So, first free throws of the night will be Aaron Ray. Another big scorer for Hemel. He's averaging 22.5 for the season. I mean, that's second in D1. Second in the league. This is a team full of scorers. This is a team that averages 112 points per game. Yeah, it's big scoring indeed. Ironically, he's second only to Magic alumni Jordan Whelan, who's leading the league in points this season. So 14-10, Hemel. Magic with the ball. Swung out to Greg Wild. He thought about the three, faked it, gets the ball inside to Bailey Goodall. Andre from the corner. Shot went, but there'd already been a whistle. I'm not sure what the call was. An step out of bounds. Okay. Really unlucky. Say it all the time when we're here. There's so many lines on this floor, even with it being your home floor. It's hard to see. Newman brings the ball up. Ball at wall, picks him up at halfway. Showing him some moves there. Nice handoff. Good movement here from the Storm. Beautiful pass inside if it gets there, and it does. Hemel working hard under the basket, but the Magic defense not letting him in. Three-point shot comes in, doesn't go.
Collected by Newman, he kicks it out. Swalve doesn't go again. Greg Wild is scrappy down there at the moment. Hemel once again, new shot clock. Newman. He's got 6 on the clock, kicked out. Bailey Goodall with the block, strips it down. Gives it off to Cafello at wall, who was ready. Andre Gale's wide open on the far side, but Cafell goes himself. Oh, it doesn't go in. When's the last time you saw Cafell miss a layup like that? It was almost like Cafello at wall, saw basket and thought, wait a minute, am I really that open?
I thought you've got too much space. You saw that patented Cafello at wall hang time there.
At the line to shoot 2 is going to be Taylor Johnson. First one's good. Second one bobbles in eventually. 16-10. Hemel. Cafell carries the ball up. Gives it off to Greg Wild. Screen came in from Bailey Goodall. Greg Wild kicks it out to Time Region Baskin. He wasn't quite ready for it, but he manages to get back inside, kicks it back out. So amazing the game. Greg Wild for 3, doesn't go. Looked like there was a foul under the basket. Looks like it's on Time Region Baskin. Well, Saul May's come into the ball game because Andre Gale's already picked up 2 fouls, Kaz.
And that's big for the Magic. You don't want Dre getting in foul trouble this early on in the game.
Definitely not.
So it's such a key piece for this team.
Let's move inside. Well, the Magic is smothering Hemel every time they go under the basket. Bailey Goodall and another. They're going in there hard. And Hemel are back to the line.
And that's what you want to do if you're the Magic. You want to try and close down those lanes inside, force them to go outside. Whilst they are a very good three-point shooting team, you want to try and get the lower percentage shot.
Definitely. This one doesn't go for Hakeem Siller. And I'm pretty sure that the Magic's philosophy tonight is going to be, if you can force them inside and get them missing, get the defensive rebound, you know how quick down the floor the Magic are.
Yep, they like to play fast and they like to play in transition.
Exactly. So Siller knocks it down, 18-10, Hemel. Under 4 minutes left in the first. Bailey Goodall hands it off, Saul May gives it to Greg Wild. Wild gets himself tangled up, dives down on it, doesn't come up with it though. Johnson hands it off, Newman, another 3. The timeout called. Pete Paraskiva is rattled. He wants to talk things over. And I'm pretty sure that against a team like the Hemel Storm, he's going to try and want to keep this scoreline within 10 for as long as possible.
Yeah, and obviously a very tough task against a very strong team. But as we constantly say, basketball is a game of runs, and the Magic, if they can try and close them down inside, just make it as tough as possible for Hemel to get those points inside. They've done a good job so far. You know, a couple of maybe, I don't want to say silly fouls, but fouls that maybe they didn't need to be committed. They've done a really good job the first time. It's just they need to get those defensive rebounds.
Definitely. I mean, we touched on it just then. The Magic's so quick in transition. If they can, you know, crash the boards on defense and release Cafello at wall and Andre Gale, who's so quick down the court, that's where they're going to pick up some easy buckets. But Hemel look all about business. They're, as we say, 15-0, difficult team. But for the Hemel team coming up here, they're going to be thinking this is one of those banana peel games where we're playing against a team that's at the foot of the table right now, but a dangerous team. Nobody wants to to drop a game on the road against a team that is on paper so far below them, but you know, don't know what some of these Magic guys are capable of, and if the Magic can get into a run, could cause them problems. But back on the floor, Cafello at wall. Mr. Clutch is in the game. Low at Puale. Hands it off to Greg Wild. Greg puts up the three. On net, baby. Greg Wild is feeling it.
And when you've got the younger players on the court, like we see Greg Wild, when we've got Matt Goodwin, Elvin Govan as well, sometimes that gives you a boost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Such a boost with these young players.
Well, these guys want to prove themselves.
Yeah.
And they want to play against the best that they can play against. So we've seen it all season long. Joe Buchanan's come in and played big. Matt Goodwin's played big. Ben Brown, we know what he can do. You know, and if Elgin can get into a groove, we know about that legendary game a couple of years ago where he hit, 9 or 10 threes in a game?
10 threes.
10 threes.
10.
So, at the line for Hemel, Aaron Ray. Makes both. Greg Wild slows things down slightly for the Magic. Pulls up for three. Nice rebound from Saul May, who gives it straight back out to Puale. Greg with it again. Wild goes inside. Nice handles. Oh, Greg Wild off the glass. Well, Greg been away for so long with that injury. He's looking more and more like the Greg Wild that we know.
And it can be tough when you've had an injury that's kept you out for so long, because all you want to do is play and get back on the court. And when you do, it can be a little bit difficult to find your rhythm. But Greg is just not missed a beat. We
know what he can do. There he is again. Breaking down the court. Cafell. No look pass from Greg. Wild a little frustrated there, but it's good to see how quickly the Magic are getting down the floor in transition. Substitutions for Hemel.
And that's the energy you want to see as well from the Magic. You want to see them coming out fast.
Yeah. Charles Aqua-Davis checks into the game. Romario Spence also on the floor for the Hemel Storm. Bailey Goodall gives it off to Greg Wild. Greg pulls up from the free throw line, doesn't go. Rebound collected, Ray. Newman wanted it in the corner, but Ray's going to go on his own. Is he going to kick it out? He is. He kicks it out to Davis. Oh, nice pass inside. Davis again. Gives it back out to Newman. Matt Goodwin in the ball game. Screen coming in. Bailey Goodall goes to see what he can do. Nice pass inside, and Loic Puale gets a piece of Taylor Johnson. We'll send him to the line to shoot two. 23-15, Hemel Storm. And the Magic in all kinds of foul trouble, Kaz.
Yeah, and Hemel having done a very good job, being very disciplined so far to not commit one.
It's the sixth foul in the game. So, into the penalty we go. Johnson makes it count. 25-15, 10-point ball game. Greg Wild. Puale hands it straight back to him. Greg for three. Oh, he's blocked from the three. He goes inside again. Loic had a bit of time. Sitting off the glass.
And Loic Puale's been such a good pickup for the Magic this season. He's been doing a fantastic job off the ball, and he does, like we like to say, the JLC, he does that Joe Leadham column work.
Just that little bit of extra.
Off the ball.
Exactly, great having Loic back here at the Magic. Easy bucket there from Romario Spence. Played his ball in Oklahoma in the NAIA last season. Bailey Goodall kicks it out. Loic Puale's got a bit of space. Well, Loic could have gone up for the shot then, but he chose to hand it off to Bailey Goodall. Alley-oop coming in. Nice basketball. Showtime move from Aaron Ray off Neiman's pass. Loic backs down. Bailey Goodall in a little bit of trouble, manages to get it to Matt Goodwin. Matt Goodwin showing the moves, steps back for three. Goodwin doesn't go. Bailey Goodall comes up with it, gives it off. Oh, nice handoff. Greg Wild and Lowick. Well, the Magic playing some nice passing basketball here.
Definitely, and this is what we saw last week when they move the ball around and they take the time, find the right shot, find the good shot. They generally end up scoring.
Yeah. So 10 seconds left. Hemel want to have the last say in the first quarter. Newman holds on to it. 4 seconds. Going to have to put something up. Oh, it went too far. Well, less than a second, so it's going to have to be a heave down the floor. Goodwin. Greg Wild puts it up. Well, it hits the backboard. Wasn't a bad shot from Greg Wild. So 29-19. Entertaining first quarter, Kaz.
Yeah, definitely, and Magic doing a good job keeping this close. You know, a 29-point first quarter from Hemel. They're a team that score a lot. Magic want to again try and keep closing it down because you just don't want them to get too far ahead. Keep it, as you say, keep it within 10. I mean, we've already seen Aaron Ray with 11 points so far in the game and 6 rebounds. He's on his way to a double-double at the end of the first. They're a really strong team at Hemel, and Manchester, short-handed as they are today, are doing a very good job to keep up with them.
Well, the stats are going to have to be distributed accordingly for the Magic. As you say, Aaron Ray already staring at a double-double, leading the points for the Magic. Greg Wild with 7 points. And Greg Wild also leading the Magic in rebounds with 3 and 4 assists. So Greg Wild's having himself an
all-round
ball game so far, but they're the kind of numbers you expect from Greg
Yeah.
Wild. Can do a little bit of everything. Great passer, great shooter, and helping out on the boards tonight as well.
I've just got to give a big shout out to everybody watching in the comments. Hemel have a great travelling fan base, and it looks like they've got a great streaming fan base as well here on YouTube. And big shout out to CJ Laganke, I hope I've got that right, who is on a plane watching the game on their way to Puerto Rico.
Wow, it doesn't get much better than that. On the way to Puerto Rico. I'm sure the weather's going to be nicer than it here is in M16 tonight.
I hope so.
Cold evening here in Manchester. We wish you a safe journey, and thanks to all the Hemel fans for tuning in to watch your team. Hemel, obviously a team with enormous amounts of heritage and a great following. So, team's back on the floor. We have a 10-point ball game here at Manchester Basketball Centre. 29-19. So back on the floor, Caffell, all at wall, gives it off to Bailey Goodall. Into Andre Gale, who hangs. Andre's back in the ball game. He's on 2 fouls, so he's going to have to be careful for the rest of the half. Swallow showing the moves, kicks it back out. 3 ball coming in. Goes.
And a great start to the quarter for Hemel. Exactly what they want to see coming out of the quarter.
A Hemel veteran, his 7th season. Jack Burnell puts down the 3. Hemel back down the floor. 3 comes in, doesn't go this time. Big rebound there. Spence, another 3. (35-19) Hemel. Caffell. Closely guarded, ball stripped away. Keem Sulla decided to wait for the rest of his team as another 3 goes in. I don't know what it is with this building at the moment, but the 3s come raining down out of this centre.
They really do. And, you know, a minute and 4 seconds in, that 10-point lead has just almost turned into
almost
20.
double, yeah. So Pete Paraskiva calls the timeout. I think it's pretty obvious what he's going to be saying there.
Close down that 3.
Close down the 3. Try and draw him inside. Do what they were doing in the first quarter.
And, you know, as we've said, it is difficult. Hemel have a team of incredibly strong 3-point shooters, great players all round, and they are there's a reason they're 15-0.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get to a record like that without being able to do it all. See so many familiar faces here tonight supporting the Magic. Former players, current players in the academy. WBBL players in the house. Mystics D2 are in the house. And of course, the legend Joe Forber and his sidekick Graham Mellor courtside. Still very much part of the club. So, Matt Goodwin's checked back into the game. Hemel with the full court press. Fell at wall. The pressure from Burnell. Let's see what Cathell does, because once he kicks in the afterburners like he's just done, he goes into the basket and he draws the foul. And he'll go to the line and shoot two, and that's kind of what Cathell does. He's got that great kind of stutter step, Kaz, where he stops and starts, but once he hits those afterburners, he's gone.
Yeah, he does such a good job of getting to the basket, such an explosive player, and really difficult to stop when he's in that.
Yeah, and we all know that Cathell always game for a spectacular layup.
The harder the better, the more
harder
difficult
the
the
better,
shot.
Usually. Cathell makes the three-point play. 38-22. Hemel. Magic going full court as well. Ball in the hands of Swalve. He's smothered by Loic Poale and Cathell. And they draw the turnover.
An 8-second violation. Great job from the Magic.
Great job. That's the defensive hold from the Magic there. Of course, the meal ticket last season was defense. Sideline ball, Magic, inbounded by Cathell at wall. Gives it to Bailey Goodall. 10 seconds on the clock, Cathell. Goes around the back, Cathell again. Gives it off to Andre Gale. Dre looking for someone, gets it. Matt Goodwin puts up the three on the buzzer, doesn't go though. And in transition, Charles Aqua-Davis comes up with the big bucket. Bailey Goodall hands it off to Poale. Bullet wall. Dre for three. What's he got? Nothing but net from Dre. It's going to put Andre in the mood. Nice pass inside. Well, it was an impossible shot that went down. Cathell at wall. Got a piece of Aqua-Davis. He put the shot up just sort of half hoping for it to go in, and it went in. And he goes to the line to shoot the bonus. Bailey Goodall will sit for the first time, I think, in the game. Time Regent Baskin steps back in. Doesn't go. Rebound from Andre. Kicks the ball down court to Cathell. What's he going to do? He's going so fast he trips over himself. Goodwin for three. Yes. Well, we know what this young fella can do when he gets hot. Hemel Storm back with it. Swalve. He's looking for Sill under the basket. Time.
That was a great job from Andre to get into the passing lane there, tip the ball out.
Yeah. Time Regent Baskin stripped. Referee Ingis Bankovic will send him to the line to shoot two. Substitution, double substitution coming in for Hemel. Taylor Johnson and Aaron Ray back on the floor, the danger men. First one's good. Second one doesn't go, but Time goes for his own rebound. Doesn't get it. Aqua Davis came up with it. Back in the safe hands of Sessual. 1-2 there with Taylor. Big move inside, kick out. Davis. And what was the call there? Possibly a foot out of bounds.
It wasn't a foul. I think it was a slight step out of bounds.
42-29. Under 7 minutes left in the half. Matt Goodwin. Gives it off to Andre. Time Regent Bascom hands it off to Goodwin again. Back out to Regent Bascom. Time spins, puts the shot up, doesn't go. And Ray came up with it. 3-ball doesn't go. Aqua Davis is there to tidy up. All at wall. Time Regent Bascom wanted someone to cut inside. Matt Goodwin gives it off to Poala, who's back on the floor. Poala hangs, doesn't go. Ray comes tearing down the court. Oh, look at that. Well, he was like George Gervin there. Sailing to the basket. Beautiful layup. 46-29, Hemel. Kafel shows the moves, goes inside, hangs. Didn't go in off the glass. Oh, but the ball came down. And it bounced off Ray. Double substitution coming in for the Magic. Bailey Goodall's going back on the floor, as is Greg Wild. Sam Newman checks back in for the Storm. Ray. Newman tried to get the ball inside to Silla.
The Magic struggling a bit on the boards today at the moment, just 9 to Hemel's 21.
Yeah.
That's a real difference maker.
Well, Silla got a piece of that shot from Kafel. The referee signalling a jump ball, and it's going in the favour of Hemel. Ray. Gives that to Newman. Johnson for 3. He's on fire.
You want
him on 9 points for the night.
The form of that shot, the curl coming round, it was just a perfect example of great shooting.
Bounce pass inside. Silla managed to come down with it. Ray, long outlet. Here comes Taylor again. Oh, we lost the ball mid-flight. But he was going for the spectacular dunk. Kafel for 3. Yes. 49-32, Hemel. Ray goes it alone. Ray all the way to the hole, draws the contact. In time, Regent Bascom. And he'll go to the line to shoot the bonus. So a lot of rotation from the Hemel bench.
Yeah, and they're, a really deep bench as well.
Yeah.
Obviously benefits them, and again, why they're in such a strong position.
Yeah. Ray makes the bonus. Puts Ray on 13 points for the game. Hemel hands off to Time, he turns just a little bit short. Aaron Ray in control of the ball. Ray inside, kicks it back out. Spence. Fouls on Hemel all at wall. That'll be his second of the night. Checking into the ball game. Pete Paraskiva having some extra firepower. Elgin Governor's on the floor. Ball high in for the alley-oop. Beautiful move. Great vision from Newman there. He saw Ray going into the basket, put the ball up. Spectacular. Andre Gale gives it off. Greg Wild. Wild went for the pass inside to Govan, didn't go. Ball intercepted by Regent Baskin. Wild pulls up for three. Doesn't go this time. Well, what a link up that was, Kaz. The perfect pass, the perfect finish. And that's got to be one of the plays of the week already.
Absolutely, very Jimmy Butler-esque if anyone's seen the Heat game from last night. But that's the, that's the benefit this Hemel team have. They're so in sync. They've played for so long together as Taylor finishes and gets the and one.
Spectacular move there from Taylor. And he'll go to the line to shoot the bonus.
Yeah, a squad that really know each other very well, have played together for a while. New players that come in, they just fit in seamlessly. They have such a good culture there, such a good team ethos, and it's.
This is one locked-in team for sure. Andre Gale gives it off to Bailey Goodall. Elgin Govan manages to lose the defender. He's looking for Greg Wild, finds him. Greg goes inside, puts in the layup, doesn't go, but I think he drew contact and he'll go at the line to shoot two. Well, that's only the third foul committed in the entire ball game for Hemel. It's called on number 6. Nick Allen.
They've been very controlled, very disciplined with their defense as well.
Yeah. Greg Wild at the line. Misses the second. Ray comes up with the rebound for the Storm. Hands it off to Allen. Manages to get it off to Spence. Newman. A double team coming in from Elgin Govan and Bailey Goodall. Ray puts it up to Spence. Spence in the key on his own. Gets the shot off. Nice bucket there.
That's a really tough move as well, the way he hung in the air just
tough move for Mario Spence. Time for three. Doesn't go. Allen comes down the floor, gives it off to Ray, who stuffs it down again. 61-33, Hemel Storm.
And if you're the Magic, you need to try and slow that transition down. You need to try and force Hemel to reset and get into a play.
Yeah. Greg Wild spots up for three, doesn't go. And Ray sends it down the floor to Spence. Easy bucket. Andre Gale brings the ball down for the Magic. Long three from Dre, goes. Andre's second three of the night.
That's from way out.
Speaking of threes, Taylor Johnson says, "Yep, I'll take one." Puts him on 15 for the night. Andre Gale gives it off to Bailey Goodall, who looked for the cut from Greg Wild and gets it. Wild doesn't go for him. Ray down the floor to Spence. Beautiful passing again. Oh, look at this. Storm putting on a clinic there.
And you see there again on the first shot, the pressure that Bailey Goodall just puts on.
Yeah.
Yes, Hemel have got the rebound, but Bailey does a fantastic job of that.
Ray goes inside, doesn't go. Bailey Goodall collects the rebound, gives it off to Time Regent Baskin. Time's on his own. Lost control of the ball. It's Bailey Goodall's 4th rebound of the night. "16 seconds left in the half, 66-36. Greg Wild with the ball at the baseline, gives it out to Time Regent Baskin. Shot clock is off. Elgin Govan steps back, tries to put up the 3, gets blocked by Ray. Here comes Jordan, stuffs it down again. Spectacular landing as well. Well, that'll do it for the first half. And the scoreboard reads 68-36. Hemel Storm going about their business. Led by Aaron Ray with 20 points and 11 rebounds. He already has his double-double, and he also has 5 assists. Leading away from the Magic, Kafel Ulit-Wall with 9 points. 4 rebounds for Bailey Goodall, 4 assists for Greg Wild. So a lot of work for the Magic to do. We'll be right back with you in around 10 minutes time to bring you second half action of this NBL D1 clash. Welcome back to Wally Range for the second half between the Hemel Storm and the Manchester Magic. It was definitely a game of two halves in the first half, very much dominated by Hemel's offensive firepower. The Magic defense in the first quarter kind of kept them at bay, but Hemel stretched out to a 68-36 lead by half-time, playing some absolute showtime basketball. They were throwing up alley-oops, they were hitting threes, showing that they are fully deserving of their 15-0 record and their recent National Cup victory.
You want an advert for basketball in this country, for D1 basketball,
well, for D1
Hemel putting on a showtime performance.
Well, I mean, there's always that talk that the top of the National League D1, your Hemels, your Worthings, your Reading Rockets, have often been mentioned in the same sentence as potential franchises for the BBL. And from what we're seeing of this Hemel team tonight, I think they'd certainly be able to hang with the BBL at the moment, because they're putting on a clinic tonight here in Manchester. So, second half action coming up. But what's been interesting, Kaz, is looking at the dots on the foul line. Magic, I can count 3, 6, 10 fouls for the Magic in the ball game. Just 3 for the Hemel Storm.
Yeah, it's got kind of a one-sided free throw line experience today, but like, credit to Hemel, they've been very, very good defensively. They've been very disciplined as well.
Yeah.
Because it's tough, you know, not to get those reaches, get those fouls, but they've done a good job of it. Hemel also doing a fantastic job inside as well. 38 points in the paint tonight compared to the Magic's 10. And early on, we were saying the Magic were doing quite a good job of being able to stop them, to slow them down slightly inside. But that second quarter, Hemel just able to pull away.
Absolutely. Well, team's back on the floor, so we want to thank everyone for joining us on YouTube, watching from home. Just want to give a shout out to someone I've referred to as my right arm in information often, Karen. She's watching the game with Renee of the Manchester Mystics 2 under 14s girls. They're not in action today. I should know because my daughter's also a member of that team, so hi to Karen and Renee watching the game from home tonight. Back on the floor, Greg Wild showing the moves. Greg goes inside, kicks it out. Dre for 3. Doesn't go. Dre thought he was fouled there. Landed pretty hard. And we'll come up with it. Swallow put the shot up, didn't go. Greg Wild collects the ball. Kicks it out. Matt Goodwin slightly out of bounds. Matt Goodwin looks a little surprised. He's pointing at the lines going, hey ref, you sure you're looking at the right line? Taylor goes inside. Good footwork from him. Manages to get the shot, doesn't go. Bailey Goodall swats it out. Goodwin to Wild. Nice pass from Greg Wild. Time Region Bascom, left-handed hook, doesn't go. Gets his own rebound, puts it back in off the glass. Time Region Bascom is ready to play. Swallow showing the moves. Blocked out by Bailey Goodall.
He's had a couple of those in today's game.
Yeah. It's going to have to be a shot. Comes in, doesn't go. Yes, oh, bobbled in and out. Bailey Goodall working hard on defense there. Andre Gale gives it off to Goodwin for 3. Doesn't go. How quick Hemel are in transition. Taylor Johnson goes to work inside. Kicks it out. 3 comes in, doesn't go. Rebound there from Akeem Silly. He didn't take his feet off the ground, he just caught the ball.
It's way too easy.
Yeah. 70-48. Hemel, Greg Wild. Drives inside, reverse layup, hits the underside of the basket. Aqua Davis trips over his own man. Hemel once again, quick down the court, nice move. Pulls up in off the glass, gets the friendly roll, and he drew the contact. Time Regent Bascom picks up his third foul. Seth Swall will go to the line to shoot the bonus. Ball back with the Magic, Greg Wild. Wow, with a good pass inside. Bailey Goodall drew some contact. Charles Aqua Davis put his hands in the air. It's going to be a baseline ball. Bailey Goodall. Sorry, Greg Wild. Threw the pass out to Andre. Wild back with the ball. Nice pass out to Andre. Andre from the corner for three, doesn't go. Goodwin manages to collect the rebound. Shoots from the free throw line. Bobbles out. Storm come up with it. Taylor Johnson goes inside. He kicks it out. Davis kicks back out again. Good passing here from the Storm. Greg Wild acknowledges that he committed the foul there.
And the Magic are getting some good looks, just unlucky for the shot not to fall.
Yeah. Yeah, they've definitely had a few good looks in this half so far. But if you don't make them count, this Hemel team will punish you. Taylor under the basket. Bailey Goodall strips the ball out of his hands. He's going to go to the line to shoot two. Into the ball game, Loic Poale replaces Time Regent Bascom.
Again, a big shout out to everybody watching. Lots of fans from Hemel, and a big shout out as well to Let's Go Storm, the fan group that tries to get to as many D1 away games as possible. Huge, huge support for the team and for basketball in the country as well for them.
I'm guessing a lot of those travelled to Bellevue a couple of weeks ago for the final.
Yep, definitely. They travelled really well, did Hemel. It was very loud. Felt like a Hemel home game.
Well, everything we saw last weekend, the finals weekend travelled well. Under 16s and under 18s had a lot of fans with them as well. What a great weekend that was.
It's a long way, not just round the corner.
Yeah. Back on the floor, Matt Goodwin, nice pass inside. Greg Wild passes off. Bailey Goodall, shot goes. Bailey drew enough contact to draw the foul. Nice pass in there from the Magic. Quick down the floor, Greg Wild with the beautiful pass. Bailey Goodall kept his head and came up with the big finish. Comes off the back iron. Silla comes up with it. Ball in the hands of Seth Swall. Swall leads D1 in 3-point percentage. Taylor dishes off. Thought about the three. Swall again. Gonna have to do something. Taylor sees that the clock's winding down, puts up the three and makes it. Taylor Johnson on 21 points for the night.
Yeah, he's a bucket.
He certainly is. Greg Wild in off the glass, doesn't go. Bailey Goodall hits it out to Matt Goodwin, kicks out. Greg Wild had a second, puts up the three. Doesn't go. Bailey Goodall again playing volleyball under the basket there, Kaz.
I mean, we haven't got the stats for how many tip balls that you can
yeah, Bailey Goodall inventing stats again. Greg Wild intercepts. It's just him and Goodwin. Goodwin passes off to Andre Gale. Goes inside and he's fouled by Charles Aqua Davis. And a big substitution happening for Hemel here.
We've got a hockey sub.
Hockey sub, 5 on, 5 off. And there's not many teams around that can do a 5 on, 5 off substitution midway through the third quarter. Lowick Powale gets the ball back inside. Lowick, finger roll. Bucket's good, 77-44. Hemel Storm halfway through the third quarter. Val Hawes into the ball game. Mario Spence. Hawes swings the ball out. Nice pass. And Sam Newman. Not sure if he travelled or he put a foot out of bounds there.
Quick step out of bounds. Again, it seems to have been a problem today.
Yeah. And checking into the ball game for the Magic, Rayad West gets his first minutes of the night. Greg Wild passes off. Powale. Rayad passes off to Goodwin. Gets it inside. Nice passing from Goodwin. Nice ball from the Magic there. Cavell Hall's first season with Hemel. 5'10" guard. Ball intercepted by Matt Goodwin. And coming into the ball game to give Andre Gale a break. One of the young bucks comes on the floor for the Magic, Joe Buchanan. Plays well beyond his years, Kaz, this guy.
Oh, he definitely does, doesn't he?
Exciting prospects indeed.
You sort of forget, because I mean, we've seen these guys play for so long up here as well, how young they still are.
Yeah, they're almost veterans without being anywhere near veterans.
Yeah.
Rayad puts up the 2, doesn't go. Buchanan goes to work, hangs, there you go. Buchanan tidies up, gets his first bucket of the night. Pete Paraskiva obviously using these young guys as part of the main rotation. Only one we're missing tonight, Kaz, is Ben Brown.
Yeah,
I believe we've got news on Ben Brown. You bumped into his mum and Net.
Yes, yeah, he's not at the under-18s. He's just not feeling well. He's got flu at home. So get well soon, Ben. We want to see you out here. But yeah, Ben, such a critical part to this team as well. We've seen him play here for years. He's got a really, really bright future ahead of him. Just such a fantastic player.
Heading off to the NCAA to Dartmouth next year. Big journey ahead for him. But Ben, brother, I can fully sympathise with you because I had the flu for like 3 weeks at Christmas, got well and then got it for another 2 weeks. So it is a nasty dose of the flu going around right now.
And it's going to be strange seeing a Magic team without Ben Brown in it next year for us, isn't it?
Well, it always is when these guys sort of go off to college and go on to the next part of their journey. It's weird not seeing them day in and day out here at the centre and then suiting up for the senior team. But one thing I'm looking forward to this year is definitely Final Fours.
Oh, definitely.
I think the Magic and Mystics are going to have a lot of teams represented there. And something of a last dance for Ben and those guys. But we'll be there bringing you every minute of the action all weekend at Bellevue at the end of April, beginning of May. Meanwhile, back at here on M16 Wally Range, the teams are back on the floor. And the ball is in the hands of Hemel. Nick Allen. Ray gave it off to Hawes. That's past the side. Spence goes to work. Lost control of it. Joe Buchanan picks it up. Lowick Palali skips down the court. Lowick all the way to the hole. Oh, it doesn't go. See, these are the baskets that we were talking about, Kaz, the ones that you got to make count.
Yeah, really unlucky for it not to drop low. It did all the hard work there to get to the basket.
Yeah,
just pops out.
The most frustrating of misses when you do all the hard work.
Junior Final Fours are the 29th and the 30th of April. So
if you're in the Manchester area or indeed any area, I'd urge you, come down and see the next generation of stars from across the UK. They'll all be there, as will we, commentating the games.
Always a fun weekend, Junior Final Fours.
Yep. Spence working hard under the basket. Manages to save the ball, but it goes out of bounds. I want to thank you again. Lots of YouTube followers here. Keep them comments coming. Kaz, you want to do some shout-outs?
Yeah, big shout-out to Logan and also to the Flowers family living in Derbyshire supporting Hemel online. Great to see the support.
I want to know which part of the ocean the guy on his way to Puerto Rico's going as well.
It's going to help pass the time on that flight.
Yeah. Let us know where over the Atlantic you are. And Rayad, again there, just had the most unlucky of the ball did a lap of honour around the ring and came out. When they ain't dropping, they ain't dropping.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. Sometimes it's not your day. It almost feels like, though, we've said that a few times this season. The Magic have been really unlucky this season with their injuries they've had, some of the players that they've lost, and not really been able to get into a full squad on the court for many of the games.
Buchanan, three doesn't go. Rayad West comes up with it. No look pass from Rayad. Buchanan thought about going up for the stuff. Beautiful pass from Rayad, though. Oh, what a shame that one didn't come off. But yeah, I mean, Manchester Magic, a team steeped in history. I mean, we're looking around the gym now. There's 20 years worth of championship banners hanging up.
I think we got one we need to add.
Yeah, we got one to add from last year. But the Magic, a team that is so familiar with D1. It's great to see them back here.
It's a tough transition, though, isn't it? You finish top of D2, you come into D1. Obviously, the competition's different, and you know, whilst it has been a struggle.
Well, I mean, D2 was no joke. There's some good teams in there. But yeah, it's that whole thing, isn't it? It's great coming up. It's difficult staying up, and I think we looked at it, and I think please do correct me if I'm wrong, but we're thinking that the two teams came up last year. So does that mean that two teams go down? Because before now only one team's gone down and one's come up. So we're kind of figuring that 6 victories would be a safe spot for any team in this league.
Some important games coming up again against some of the lower placed teams for the Magic.
Sure. Goodwin tried to get it in the high post to Rayad. He wasn't quite tall enough to bring that one down. So 82-50. Minute 25 left in the third. Hemel, good kick out. Another three. Allen this time.
So what you want to do here, if you're the Magic, obviously 35-point deficit is very difficult, but you have some of your younger players on the floor. As Lowick steps through and gets that to drop, you want to try those rotations, you want to try out some play, see what's working.
See who works well together. Lowick having a good game himself there. I think that puts him on 10 points for the night. Another three coming in, doesn't go. Goodwin comes up with the rebound. Joe Buchanan streaming down the right-hand wing. Rayad West looking to go to work. Nice cut along the baseline from Buchanan. Rayad off the glass, doesn't go. Hemel collects it. Quick in transition again. Allen gives it off to Ray. Nice little pass inside. Allen in off the glass. Shot clock's off. Magic are going to want to have the last say in the third. But Greg Wild says, no, I'm going to shoot from way, way downtown. Doesn't go. Rayard West collects it. Matt Goodwin, he gets the 3 off. Doesn't go. And that'll do it for the third. 87-52. Hemel still in control. Leading the way in scoring for Hemel. Aaron Ray has 23 points. He also has 14 rebounds.
And 4 blocks.
4 blocks. Newman with 8 assists for Hemel. Over on the Magic column, Loic Palale leading with 10 points. Greg Wild having himself a good night on the board, 6 rebounds and 7 assists. So Greg Wild looking not far away from a double-double on rebounds and assists.
Close to a triple-double if he wants to keep going in the fourth.
Yeah, 8 points. But it's like you say to any player after these games, triple-double, double-double, high score. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that win.
So that third quarter there, Adam, 19-16, Hemel took that one. Obviously, Hemel still winning the quarter, but Magic doing a better job defensively as well to hold them to 19. They had 29 in the first, 39 in the second. You know, that's the kind of stat that you want to see as a team when you're in a deficit like this.
Definitely.
Take wins, set goals.
Yeah.
Can we keep them to under 20 points this quarter? Can we stop them reaching 100? You know, things like that.
Well, I mean, we say it time and time again, this Hemel team is something special for sure. And the Magic, they don't play bad basketball.
Nope,
you know, they're not a bad team or a team that's in trouble. They're a very, very good team. They just
they've been up against it.
They've been up against it rotation-wise. I mean, week in, week out, you're seeing different guys suiting up, which is always difficult when you've got a Hemel team that is so well established that they have a kind of a regular roster. And when you're dipping into the academy players as well, these guys are playing a lot of basketball every week.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And like say, no Ben Brown, no Ty Brown today.
Yeah. And what's interesting is Cafello at Wall isn't on the bench for this. He's not played this half.
Well, the Magic do have a game tomorrow against Newcastle.
Yeah, double header for them.
So
winnable game for them.
Yeah. Could be a case of resting maybe some of your starters.
Yeah. 3 doesn't go. Jordan's there. Sorry, Johnson. Do apologise. Loic Palale loses the ball. Hemel come up with it. Nice pass down the floor. Easy bucket.
And Hemel just clinical in getting to the basket.
Yeah. Greg Wild with a nice lay in there. 91-54. Minute down in the final quarter here at Manchester Basketball Centre. Uh-oh. Well, when Taylor Johnson wants to go to the hole, he goes to the hole, and he goes to the hole hard. It's got to be his third dunk of the night. Buchanan did well to get it swatted out of there by Silla. Swallowed down the floor. Johnson again gets his own put back. Puts him on 25 for the night. Greg Wild, beautiful pass out to Joe Buchanan, who couldn't quite find Loic Palale. Three coming in for Hemel, doesn't go. Matt Goodwin collects the rebound. Hands it off to Greg Wild. Goodwin. Rayard West. Greg Wild thinking about the 3, puts it up. Comes off the front. And Akeem. Silla pulls it down for the Hemel Storm. And here they come again. Nice bucket. Seth Swallow. Wild. He's on his own out there. Goodwin wants it at the 3-point line. Ball goes in. Buchanan can't keep a hold of it. Foul called on Greg Wild. That's Greg's fourth foul for the night, so he's going to have to take a seat.
10 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals for Greg as well. Made a real impact for the Magic.
Yeah, nice stat line there for Greg Wild as Elgin Govan checks back into the game. Great to see his dad Fraser here. He's travelled down from Scotland to watch the game. Oh, lost control, but gets it low. Puali pulls it down. Finds Goodwin in the outlet. Goodwin for 3. Doesn't go. Well, Aqua Davis pulled down the rebound, but he possibly put a foot out of bounds when he landed. There's going to be a timeout called, I believe, by Pete Paraskiva.
You have a good chance to set some plays up.
Yeah.
Have that real game situation. And, because we talk about this, you can practice plays in practice, but it's really good to be able to do it against an actual opposition in an in-game scenario.
Well, definitely. I mean, when you 46 points down, you've got to kind of accept the game's gone. But let's work on some stuff. Let's try some things out there in the field. Not only try some things out in the field, but against the best of the best. So
exactly.
Try and run some plays against a team as good as Hemel. And see what you can come up with.
And we've got Taylor Johnson's parents watching from Fort Worth in Texas in the USA. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you indeed.
And I always think the great thing about the streaming that's happened in the last few years is that, families and players' friends who may not be from around here or even can't make it to the game can watch these teams.
Well, this is the great thing about the modern era of YouTube and, like you say, streaming. I mean, it took us a good season to work out how to do this properly. And obviously, I always tell people that watch the streams and enjoy them that the work that my partner in crime, Kaz, does with the graphics on the screen. It's a lot of hours of working this stuff out, but we're really glad that
we've got there.
We've got there, and Taylor's family can enjoy the game. He's a terrific player. We've enjoyed watching him tonight. Hemel at the 100 mark. Goodwin gives it off to Joe Buchanan. Rayad West. That's a Goodwin again. Goodwin goes baseline, finds Lowick, puts up the 3. Doesn't go. Won't come up with it. Here is Taylor Johnson. Nice dish off there. Silla with the finish.
I mean, Hemel are putting up the most points in the league with 112 points in Division 1.
Well, looking like they're going to hit their average. Elgin Govan from the side. Bobbles out.
Again, that's such an unlucky shot. It's in and it just pops out again.
Yeah.
And a good look from Elgin. We know he can make those shots.
Shot doesn't go this time for Johnson. Elgin Govan back down the floor for the Magic. Goes inside. Took a knock there. Ball bobbling around. Johnson manages to save it. It's 1-on-1. Nice pass behind the back. Aqua Davis lays it in, and Hemel playing some Showtime stuff again. Buchanan kicks out. Goodwin goes baseline. There's a whistle. It's going to be a substitution for the Magic. Saul May checking back into the game. Saul May spent last year playing college ball in the States.
Had quite a few highlights as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen what this young fella can do when he was here at the academy. And he's always been kind of a tall, lanky kind of guy, but he looks like he's filled out a little bit with the muscle. And definitely explosive when he wants to be.
And you can see that like his wingspan, he's such a good rebounder as well, and
Yeah,
such a problem inside
because
he's of his length.
Matt Goodwin. And once again, just in front of us, Hemel are going for the 5-on-5 off substitution.
You've got Bailey Goodall checking back in for the Magic.
Yeah. Coach Spinks and Coach Darlow. 5 for 5 there. And Bailey Goodall back on the floor. Matt Goodwin from the top of the key, doesn't go. Ray is back in the game. He's had himself a great game tonight. That'll be a Magic ball. We're into the final 5 minutes. And the Hemel Storm lead 106-54. The Magic keep kind of plugging away. Wanting to make something happen. Joe Buchanan. Bailey Goodall. Hands off to Goodwin. Saul May. Gives it off to Buchanan. Gets control of the ball. Buchanan goes in hard. Hangs. Doesn't go. Bobbles out again for the Magic. Joe Buchanan doing all the hard work to get himself in a position to take that. Nice fadeaway shot there, but bounced out. Ray handed it off to Spence. The whistle had already gone. Foul's called on Elgin Govan. So 28 points for Taylor Johnson. 5 rebounds for him.
It's a day at the office.
Typical day at the office for Taylor. Oh, nice pass over the top there. Doesn't go. Joe Buchanan intercepts it. Slows things down for the Magic. Waits for everyone to get down the floor. Saul May. Goodall at the top of the three-point line. Hands it off. Buchanan thought about the three. He's going inside. Buchanan again kicks it out to Saul May, who goes inside. Kicks off to Govan for 3. Doesn't go. Picked out of the air by Hawes. Double team came in, but Ray gets it. Kick out. Newman. Another 3. Goodwin slows things down. Elgin Govan gives it to Bailey Goodall. Bailey looking for the handoff, doesn't get it. A lot of pivots from Bailey there, gets the ball back, kicks it out. Saul May, good passing from the Magic. Goodwin inside, right on the shot clock. Well, they just ran out of time there, but there's some good passing there. Bailey Goodall needed some support. He went 360 off the pivot.
Yeah, maybe just one too many, the extra pass on that one.
Yeah.
Magic struggling to score in this quarter.
19-2 is the score in this quarter. So Hemel. Ray on the baseline. Looks to go inside. Saul May with his arms up. Doesn't go. May couldn't get it, but he commits the foul, and he's going to send Aaron Ray to the line.
And Magic, obviously they're playing tomorrow against Newcastle, but they'll be back in action back here at the Manchester Basketball Centre next Saturday, the 18th, where they will be facing... I've just forgotten who they're facing.
In the meantime, I'll go with a segue of the big ball game in the 0161 tomorrow. It's over at Bellevue as the GB ladies take on Portugal in the Eurobasket. Crucial game for them. They had a big win, 100-45, I think it was, the other night against Estonia. And action will be brought to you from the BBC by none other than Hooping Kazi B. She sat right next to me. Looking forward to tomorrow night.
I am very much so. Very excited to be part of it.
Your first cap.
Yes.
First international cap for Kaz. She'll be bringing the game to you with Siobhan Pryor on the red button on the BBC and also on YouTube if you can't be at Bellevue. But what you do know is that with Kaz and Siobhan behind the mic, you're going to be led right the way through the game by two people that really know their basketball.
And it's going to be a great game as well, really important. And so grab your tickets. We've both got discount codes we can plug.
We certainly have.
Focus Hoops 10. Sorry, FH10 for 10% off. What's yours?
And the Bram 161 discount code is ads with a Z10. I'll be there representing the Below the Rim podcast. Talking to players after the game. You can catch the Below the Rim podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and all these other platforms where we talk BBL and international basketball each week.
So next Saturday, the Manchester Magic are facing a team at Solent Kestrels here at home at 7 p.m.
Join us if you can. Oh, nice move down the floor, and Cavell Hall came streaming in from the right-hand side. And he got fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot two. As you said, Kaz, the Magic have really struggled in this final quarter. 27-5 is the scoreline.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. You look at it's a very young team on the floor as well, and this is a very experienced Hemel team. And Hemel putting on a fantastic performance as they always do. And as we said, there's a reason they're 15-0. There's a reason they're top of Division 1 and have been such a winning team.
I'm sure we will see them again at the playoff finals at the end of the season. Goodwin gets the ball out. Buchanan for three. Finally goes for Joe Buchanan. Magic break the 60 mark. 116. Hemel Storm. A minute and change left in this one. The Magic alumni plugging his own podcast there. Dan Pilkington's in the house. And we did a great Desert Island Disc show with him, as we did with a couple of ballers. Catches, I believe, is episode 3. And here, Dan Pilkington's Desert Island Discs. I remember it well.
What was on it?
I remember there being Marillion, Lincoln Park.
Nice, Dan. Nice.
He's diverse guy, Dan Pilkington. Loves his music.
I hope you've checked out the new Lincoln Park song, Dan. The one that was out yesterday, I'm sure you have.
See, I did my Desert Island Disc, and I can't remember what I picked for it.
Is your band on there? It should be.
No, you don't put your own band on there. Matt Goodwin tries to float it in off the glass, doesn't go, and that'll do it. Looks like the Hemel Storm are just going to walk the ball down. They know they've done enough. 116-60. Impressive win from the Hemel Storm. Some incredible stats for them. Aaron Ray had 26 points, 17 rebounds, and 7 assists. Taylor Johnson delivered 28 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And a tough night for the Magic. 3 guys on 10 points, which is unusual for the Magic. Loic Powale, Time Regent Bascom, and Greg Wilder with 10 points. Greg Wilder had a good line. He had 6 rebounds. But it's the Hemel Storm that show why they are the National Cup champions. And I'm sure we'll be seeing them in the postseason. Well, that's going to do it from here in Whalley Range, Manchester. as Kaz said, we're back here next weekend. So from the M16 postcode here in Whalley Range, we want to thank everybody from joining us around the world, and on a plane. I think that's got to be a first.
I think, yeah, that's definitely a first.
And for those that will be there, we'll see you tomorrow at Bellevue as the GB ladies take on Portugal in a crucial Eurobasket qualifier. For now, it's farewell from us, and we will see you next weekend.